Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I wasn't sure if I was going to actually film this, and then I just thought it would be another great way to kind of share with you how I save a little bit of money in uh, odd ways. Just kind of out of the box thinking. Last week I kind of shared with you in terms of my husband, and we kind of had a meal prep with me video and how we ended up saving 520. I do want to I'll leave that video link down below so anybody that would like to check it out can do it. Um, One thing I forgot to mention, and I'm going to be, yes, I don't know. She jumped off a cliff. One of the things I really did want to add in is that you saw me make his breakfast and snacks. Insofar as lunch, he does. He takes leftover lunch every single day, or dinner. He takes leftover dinner from the night before for lunch the next day, every day. That's something that has, I think, gone since we began our marriage 13 years ago. So that I didn't mention in the video. I meant to, and by the time I was wrapping that video up and putting in all my voiceover clips, it was dinner time, and I had to speed it up, and I totally spaced it. So I do, and it's a really good tip. Another tip with that is sometimes, like, by the time everybody's done eating, there is no leftovers. So what I do is I actually pull his leftovers first and then dish everybody else's out, because we're home. It's not like we can't go to the pantry, go to the fridge, whatever, add some applesauce, add some rice cakes, add some popcorn, whatever it is, to that meal if we need a little bit more. But when we're trying to scramble first thing in the morning for something to take to lunch, it's a little more crazy, hectic, and you're less likely to set yourself up for success that way. So now let's kind of go into this. It is a haul, so again, I'm using that same principle to show you something that would be normal to see on my channel. I have done a couple of hauls, but in this way, I'm going to twist it to kind of make it a little bit more meaningful than just share a haul. So how I got these books, there's two ways to do it. So I use my Discover card to do all of our grocery, and I don't really do it for gas because it costs more to use your credit card for gas. But maybe any online purchases, we had U-Haul and hotel bills and all these other things came up. So we used our credit card for that. So I was able to rack up not a whole lot of money, but enough to
3 minutes.
Okay.
3 minutes.
Okay. I was able to rack up a good portion for this, and thanks to all of you that watch my channel and click those Amazon links, I had another $10-12, I believe, in an Amazon gift card rather than cash this month, because we had closed our other bank account. So I was like, okay, well, then just send me a gift card, and we didn't really need anything, so I put it towards this purchase. Then Amazon had a buy two get one free book sale promotion thing going on, and I scrolled through it. Most of the time, a lot of those books aren't ones that I'm interested in, but there was a few that I had been wanting to read a lot, and as you can see, I've already been accumulating quite a number of books. Also, too, when I purchase things on Amazon, even though we have Prime, I don't utilize the instant shipping unless I absolutely have to. And by not doing that, I can earn, like, I think it's $1 media credit that I can use on Kindle or renting movies or all that kind of stuff. So that's another way that I accumulate with that. But let's kind of talk about some of the books that I got. So this was on there, and I had really been wanting the next one. This is How Great Is Our God. It's the Devotions About God and Science by Louis Giglio. I did a review for this on my blog. I'll leave it down below. But we had the first one, and we're finishing that up. I read through it ahead just to kind of write that review, but the second one was there, and so I picked it up. Again, these were buy two get one free. They weren't necessarily discounted, But I think by the time I paid for everything, it was $15 out of pocket, which is like $2 to $3 per book. So that's about what I'm going to pay at the thrift stores here. So thrift store prices here are a little bit higher than what they are in my hometown. I don't really care. This is a brand new book. We have been really wanting it. By brand new, I mean like it just came out. So I'm really excited about that. We'll probably continue our science with that. This is another one I have really been wanting to read. It is The Little Book of Hygge, and this is the Danish Secrets to Happy Living. And I'm sorry, everything is backwards. I wish I could, be more professional in this, but you're just getting a young mama. I guess I can still call myself young. A middle-aged mama, just trying to give content that's helpful and inspiring out there. I can't be as professional as I would like to be right now. But this one's by... So, our last name has an EI in it, and it's pronounced I because it's German. This is Danish, so I'm not sure if that's Meek Wiking or Mike Viking, because the person in me, the German, anyway, wants to say Mike. Anyway, there's that one. So 2 hardback books. This is another one that I've heard really good things about, and she did another one recently, something about the Starless Sea, and it's got like keys on the cover. It's really gorgeous, and it sounds really interesting, and everybody talks about how much they love Night Circus. And I kind of need a break from the historical fiction that I'm in right now. I'm doing Tessa D'Urberville's. Anyway, I'm ready for something else, and as you can see, I obviously don't have anything to read. But I saw this, and I was like, $2 or $3? Yes, I will do that. And then this is another one. This is written by the one that did The Orphan's Tale, not The Orphan Train, but there's like 3 of them that are the names are so similar, and I've read one and I haven't read the other one. I read 2 and I haven't read the other one, but I believe this is written by the one that I have read, and it was really good. I think it was a YA. I do not recommend it as a YA, but this one was, that one was really good. And I'm really looking forward to this one because I've heard nothing but good things about that. So that might be the one I pick up next. And then this is one, again, politics aside, I've heard nothing but good things regardless of what you feel about these people. They are still human beings. They may not make the choices that you would want them to make for our country, but I've heard nothing but good things from people that I enjoy their books, and we talk back and forth, and people keep recommending this to me. So I saw it. I'm not going to apologize for getting it because I want to read it. And so I have Becoming Michelle Obama. So that's really fun to kind of talk about here in big old Trump town or Trump area. Okay. I have this one. Now this one was discounted, and it was in the buy 2 get 1 free promotion going on. It was discounted, so it was even a better deal. It's probably one I got for free because it was a better deal. I had it, and I gave it to my sister as a gift because it was her birthday and I needed something. So I gave it to her, but I've been wanting to read it. And so when I saw it affordably, because some of these are really expensive, I picked it up, and that is The Girl Who Drank the Moon. And so it won the Newbery Medal. If I remember right, the premise of this is that certain babies are put on the edge of the forest to kind of satisfy what they think is God's, and then this witch gets them, and she ends up setting them free, and they drink starlight or moonlight or something like that. This is about one of those girls. It sounds weird. It sounds totally out there. I remember reading a little bit about it, and it was really interesting. So we're going to go with that. This is another one, really been wanting. As you can see, these are ones that I really been wanting. I don't know how many more times I can say that. So when the opportunity presented itself to get them for a few dollars a piece, that's why I did it. And again, that's using those Discover points and that gift card that Amazon gave me. So this, I think, before the promotion, before all of that, it was over $150, $60. And I got it for $15. So that's why I did that. This is The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. Again, another one that I really want to read. It has to do with Auschwitz and kind of a Mark Twain deal where they switch places and the consequences of that. This one hasn't necessarily been like dying to read like some of these, but I've seen it, and every time I see it, I do want to read it because it's the Osage murders and the birth of the FBI. Back in my years ago, when I was young and naive, I had actually wanted to join the FBI. I thought that would be fantastic. Has to do with all those JAG episodes I would watch on NCIS, all that kind of thing. And then I tried to actually be pursuing that and understanding it, and decided I didn't want to be a part of the FBI. But this one, the birth of it sounds intriguing. I know I will enjoy this. I'm actually going to put this near the top of my to-be-read pile because I have to fly to California for my sister's wedding in a couple of weeks, and that sister is an insurance investigator and loves things like this, so I will be giving that to her when I'm done because I think she'll enjoy it too. And then I have Trevor Noah, Born a Crime, and I've heard, again, nothing but good things. And the gal that read both of these and recommended them to me, good friend of mine, she watches this, so if you see this, hi. And really thinks I'll like them. Sitting on the floor. Foot cramp. Okay, so these last 3 books here that I want to share with you are Christian living, I guess is what you could call it. Of course I don't have it. I gave it to my husband because he wanted to read it. I don't have it here. But Jen Wilkin wrote Women of the Word, and it was, 6 stars out of 5. It was really good. I've never done this before in my life, but I went online and bought a copy for everybody in my Bible study group because I loved it that much and wanted to share with it. I got it from my mother-in-law. My mother's in the Bible group, so that's how she got it. Anyway, it was great. It's going to be one that I'm going to make sure that I have a couple extra copies for. It was part of this sale. So, if, I don't know why I didn't get it, because I had wanted to have a copy to pass out as needed, but I didn't. Oh, I don't think there was, I didn't want to spend more money, and there wasn't, other books that I don't want, but I could put some money. Anyway, she had 2 others, so I picked them up. This one's In His Image, 10 Ways God Calls Us to Reflect His Character. And this one is None Like Him, 10 Ways God is Different from Us and Why That is a Good Thing. Also by Jen Wilkin. And she's came up with another one that's a study in Hebrews. I'm really hoping I can get, I won't be able to get on the launch team for that, it's too late, but I really hope I can get a review copy. So I'm going to try to do that, just because I like her stuff. It's solid. I don't agree with everything, but it's solid. And really can recommend those for Christian living books, which I don't always. I'm very particular because I'm called to be. So, yeah. And then this is one that I have not finished. It is amazing. I've already been recommending it to everyone. It was actually recommended to me, and I'm so glad I went forward with that, because usually when people recommend books to me, I'm not so quick to jump on it. I just kind of make notes, and then as I see them, I pick them up. This happened to be on Hoopla, read by the author, and I'm telling you that, keep getting lost. I'm telling you that so you can check your Hoopla app, which is linked to your library card, to borrow this book. And why I like things like this read by the author is because sometimes when they want to drive home a point, you can hear it in their voice. And sometimes when they're making a sarcastic remark that you're not quite sure, you can hear it in their voice. So, and that book is Mama Bear Apologetic. This is empowering your kids to challenge cultural lies. It is solid. So, I don't remember where I was. We had Tangle Rapunzel interrupt our program here. But yes, I got it. I'm looking forward to it. My husband has been hearing it through Hoopla with me, and Hoopla, I only have 3 weeks for that, and it's an audiobook, and I need it quiet. And so I'm trying to crochet a blanket for my sister for the wedding. That's in 2 weeks. So I've been able to get more reading in, but we're also up at 5 a.m. I don't have audiobooks on at 5 a.m. And by 9 o'clock, I'm tired. And the kids go to bed at 8:30. So you can imagine, it's taking me a long time. And I would like to read it. I like to own this. It's amazing. My husband wants to read it again. And I will probably pass it around if I don't mark it up. Because it was really good. So, there you go. There is my haul. I know you guys enjoy that. If you're wanting to read something fun. And this is the quilt. It is an old one. I read it as a teenager. But, the reason I love this one so much is a little gift book. Okay, it's tiny. This one I love because I had always wanted to have a quilt shop. I have all these ambitions as a kid, all these ambitions, but this one has still stayed with me. Having a boarding house, bed and breakfast type thing, making quilts, selling quilts, kind of that mindset has always stayed with me. Having a garden. But in this one, it's an elderly lady, and she makes quilts, and she knows she's dying, and she just feels God calling her to make one last quilt. But there's a stipulation in this quilt. Each stitch is done in prayer. So she is praying for someone with each stitch she takes. I had tried doing that in a cross-stitching when I was younger, just as I was cross-stitching, praying for different people and covering that person in prayer with my cross-stitching. And it takes deliberate concentration, not letting your mind wander. It is powerful. And not only that, is then this whole town kind of comes in as this woman gets sicker and sicker, and just how everyone is changed through the quilt that is made in love and prayer. So, if you haven't read this one by T. Davis Bunn, please do.
Can I start walking?
I'll be right there, guys. I'll be right there. So, that's going to be a recommendation for you. And, like I said, so let's kind of wrap this up insofar as saving money. I know it's a haul, but let's kind of throw in that saving money a little bit there. You don't necessarily would have to do it for books. Maybe there are certain things online that you would get every single month. Toilet paper, clothes, purses. I don't know what people do for themselves online. For me, it's books, because I love to read. I saw something. Yeah, it is. Here's my lotion. Using your credit card wisely is very difficult, and it takes self-discipline. If you are not at this point in your financial journey, don't do it. There was a time when I had to put the credit card away just because it became convenient to the point where I wasn't being accountable to myself and being a good steward of our money. However, circumstances change, self-discipline is strengthened, yada, yada, yada. So if you don't necessarily want to put it towards books, what else on there is something that you want? And the reason I put it towards myself, for lack of a better word, is this is kind of what my blow money is. We don't really have a budget for blow money right now. I don't really have any way to go to Starbucks anymore. We're about 40 minutes away from the nearest Starbucks. So something like this is, I personally, it's all about me. I have found that I do better in managing money, saving money, finding more frugal ways when I can have a little bit of breathing room to just do whatever I want, that it's not so tight, so whatever, whether it's the $10 a month or the returns that you can get on your credit card or whatever. I know some people that save up those and go to Disneyland. Some people save up and do flying. Some people save up and just use it to pay down their mortgage. Whatever motivates you to keep going, definitely do that. So, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. and have another cup of coffee and read another chapter. Bye.